Previously on Day In, Day Out. The LCC Lions started off their season making a bold statement by winning all 3 tournaments that they participated in. In the regular season, they achieved a record of 8 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. In their last game in 2012, they lost a heartbreaking game against Cooper Academy, 7-2. After a 2-week break from school, all 22 players are now well rested for the remainder of the season. This is Day In, Day Out.
How do we come up with nicknames? Well, both Coach Lano and I are big proponents of nicknames. We've had nicknames through our hockey and athletic careers. His was Mixer when he played pro hockey. Mine was Chats. And those are actually sort of 2 streams of nicknames. The easy derivative is always just a shortened version of your last name, and then Mixer on the other vein is usually connected to a style of play or a particular event. On a trip, I think it was last season, Ryan, they were staying at the team hotel, Ryan got off on what he thought was his floor.
So I wasn't really paying attention to what floor we were getting off on, and so I just kind of followed them out of the elevator. And since the layout of the floor plan of each floor is the same, I just kind of went to where my room would have been. So I just opened the door, and literally half the team is in my room, and I'm like really tired and I just want to go crash. So I'm like, what the hell are you guys all doing in here?
So he told me the story in his own way. I said, well, listen, man, there's a great opportunity for a nickname, because we've been searching for a nickname for him. I don't think we got one for him early in the season, which you can't force as well. So I said, well, we're going to call you Otis. He said, why are you going to call me Otis? I said, Otis isn't popular brand name for elevators. So we kind of thought about it. He says, okay. I said, are you okay with that? He says, yeah.
We had a guy named Daniel Brenhouse on the team in 2004. Fantastic young man.
Brenhouse played the first year, and he was what we like to call a role player. So what he didn't have in talent, he made up for in heart and effort.
Just an absolute grinder in hockey with very little skill, but an amazing guy. And then in 2005, 2006, along came a guy named James Baker.
And he was a similar style to Brenhouse, but a little bit better. So we said he's like Brenhouse, but just one step up. So we went with Penthouse.
And everybody asked us why Penthouse, and we wouldn't tell him all season long.
And the kid just couldn't figure out what it was, because Penthouse obviously has some connotations on one hand, but it was really just about the top floor of the building. Until
we went on the Europe trip in 2007, and we finally explained to him that he was an upgrade on Brenhouse, so we nicknamed him Penthouse. So we came up with a few good ones over the years.
So I like to have nicknames, if possible, that are a few degrees of separation away from the obvious. One example would be Mark Michaels.
My nickname is Motown.
His initials are Eminem.
So Eminem, the rapper, is from Detroit. Detroit's also known as Motor City,
which is Motown. We always try to come up with some different original ones.
On January 17th, the Lions played against Heritage Regional High School for their first GMAA game in nearly a month.
Alright, let's go. What time is it? Get done! What time is it? Get done! 1, 2, 3, 4!
We're just skating around doing warm-up, and Josh fires a shot, hit the board. We heard kind of like a crackling noise, everything went down. The glass came off. We continued skating around, continued shooting. Then the refs came over and they got really mad, so we had to all get off the ice.
Quick shot. So you're gonna be all like, oh, I broke the glass. I mean, you did it.
It's never a hard shot.
It was all the girls on the ice before. They were
Take my joke.
I'm just happy though that I didn't go back there because I was our DN and I get railed there and the glass shattered. It looked like I utterly dropped.
I broke the glass at the Old Forum. It was awesome.
Take a sledgehammer?
Coach, you must have felt like
Oh, that's a boy, Colts.
Finally, the Lions were able to make it back onto the ice to start and face off against Heritage. The game began at a slow pace, with Heritage taking several shots on mark. It wasn't until the second period that the Lions picked up the pace and put themselves on the scoreboard. The team got back into their stride and scored a total of 5 goals, with Michaels getting a shutout in net.
One of the things that we are going to continue to understand as a team that we did today was that when we stick to our system, it's not like we stifle creativity and we stop guys from being able to do what's effective. But when you see what happens when we get pucks deep on teams, when we don't waste time in the neutral zone trying to beat a guy one-on-one, Ziggy chips the puck in, Bergie is 10 feet ahead of their defenseman. Okay? Falutz is lined at least 6 times. Puck's deep, first man on the puck, body, try to throw it around the other side. We're first on the puck, third man shifts over every time. Okay? So, boys, that's a good win, but let's just keep it in our mind. We've got a system, and we follow it, and it works. And that's what makes us successful, boys. Good job.
I came up with the idea of sort of giving like a post-game MVP.
Construction hat goes out to, I guess you can call it the best grinder of the game. A grinder is when someone basically hits, passes, dumps and chases, does everything he needs to, gets dirty, and just has an all-around solid game.
And we decided to choose construction hat because we didn't want it to be the guy that scored the most goals in a game necessarily. We wanted to be the guy who played the best defensively, offensively, who worked the hardest, and we put little LCC stickers on it, kind of customized it.
Every game it goes out to a different player, and then the next game that player will dedicate it to the best player from that game. So it's just a really good, I don't know, it's kind of like a symbol of our team, and like everyone looks forward to winning the hard hat every once in a while.
Juice! 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 Guys, look for white case. White case.
Today, over a month after a devastating loss of 7-2 by Cooper, the Lions are ready to play them again. The stakes are very high since they have to prove to Cooper that they are a skillful team to be reckoned with.
Okay, boys, listen up. No rocket science here, guys, okay? I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. This is a game of one-on-one battles, okay? And taking pride in the one-on-one situations, all right? We need short shifts. We need hard plays all over the ice. But you know what we need? We really need pride in those one-on-one battles, and we need pride in taking smart decisions. So when we don't have a time with the puck and we can't move it to a guy, we get the red line and we get it deep and we send them back, okay? 12 skaters today, not 13 like last time. But they're a fit bunch and they can wheel. Every single guy can skate. So we need to finish our checks, but we don't need to run around and try and kill guys. We finish checks when we can. But we know our forecheck, guys. It's a matter of executing and not standing back on our heels. It's a matter of taking the tempo to them. We can't wait and watch for the first 5 minutes because we know exactly what they're going to do. I promise you, we know what you already know. You've already seen it. They're going to come out skating hard, making long, hard stretch passes. They're going to tip pucks into the offensive zone if they can't catch that pass, and they're going to forecheck. So we've got to be smart, and we've got to match their tempo and be even harder to play against.
Going into the Cooper rematch, I was nervous, but less nervous than the first time. I knew we didn't have a good game the first time, so we were going to come out harder the second time. We were going to play more to our game than theirs. I was still kind of nervous, but we knew if we played our game, we could be successful.
Heading into the Cooper rematch, I was pretty nervous. Lots of uncertainty regarding how the game would go. We'd been smoked 7-2 the game before. The coach picked us up pre-game, let us know that we should have confidence going into the game, and we brought it from the opening face-off.
Boys, this is why we play, right? Fire it up from the get-go. Execute. Make the smart, simple plays. One-on-one battles. We never get outworked. All right, boys? Dig in here for 45 minutes. Let's be ready to go. On D, Bam Bam, hey! Hardy, hey! Up front, LT, hey! G, hey! Boyder, hey! In the pipes, Motown. Hey!
After Coach Lano called the usual starting lineup, the team was ready for the puck to drop. The game started off fast-paced with several shots on Mark Michaels, but he refused to let any pucks past him. Cooper's goalie, similarly, blocked the Lions' first shots. Seven minutes in, Alex DeGagne shot from the blue line, and Taylor Boyd deflected the puck near the crease to score the first goal. The intensity continued as both teams got more aggressive, with the refs calling penalties often.
Listen to me, guys. I don't like the headspace we're in right now, okay? These guys are still outskating us, especially in our own defensive zone. Wingers, your job is to cover your D-men. Centers, you gotta be engaged down low. You gotta be ready. You gotta be hard on your man. Not with your stick, with your feet. Move your feet. D-men, be ready. D-men, eliminate a guy in the corner and then release him and get back hard to the front of the net. They make a pass sometimes, we got a guy covering him, and all of a sudden two guys turn their back to the guy that made the pass, and he dives down low behind us. We need to be smart here, okay? We're on a power play, that's fine. We gotta set up, get control. We wanna get traffic to the front of the net, not in the crease so we can blow the goddamn whistle, and we wanna get pucks to the net. But we gotta collapse to the net. We gotta get rebounds, we gotta get dirty. We gotta pull pucks out, move them out to the outside, and move the pucks again, all right, boys? But we gotta bear down, I'm telling you right now. We gotta take advantage here. And everybody who's on the bench, yeah, there's short bench and there's penalties and everything. Stay engaged. Stay in the game. There's no excuses. Let's go.
Boys, spread out 3. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Partway into the second period, Brandon McGinnis Morris scored another goal, extending the Lions' lead to 2-0.
Listen to me, okay? They are moving the puck around. Cross ice, okay? They're going from D-man way across to the D-man, and they're catching us on that shift, okay? D-man in front of the net, you guys gotta have 2 hands on your stick at all time, okay? We gotta keep our feet in front of pucks, and we don't chase.
Michaels held the fort, making more incredible saves.
Boys, 12 seconds left here on the power play. We get back to 5-on-5. Let's play 5-on-5 hockey. Let's still have a forecheck, guys. Okay, we saw when we funneled the guy and they had to try and go D to D and he couldn't do it, they throw pucks away up the ice. No fancy stuff with the puck. No soft plays. Okay? Everything's got to be hard. It's got to be 15 minutes of focus here, guys. I'm telling you right now. 14 minutes of focus, we tie the game. It's got to be 15 minutes, every single guy on board, whether you get one shift, no shift, or you play the whole period. 15 miles, let's go!
Try out 3. 1, 2, 3. Right.
In the third period, Cooper kept pressure on the Lions, and a tricky wraparound pass got shot into the Lions' net, despite strong defensive efforts, putting the score at 2-1. Victory against Cooper Academy was incredible for the hockey team. To be able to prove to themselves, in addition to their competition, that they were able to come back from a 7-2 loss just a month ago was incredible.
Both out battle, boys.
Play your rights of life.
Hey guys, it's OJ. This is from you. Great save.
During the game, however, not everything went so smoothly. Coach Shatterson describes what happened.
So there were a couple of bloopers, I guess would be the best way to describe these events. Andrew Gardner, jumped out of the penalty box when the other team's penalty expired and skated straight across the ice and got to the bench. We were so confused when he got there. What are you doing? Go back to the box! And Gardner looked bewildered, turned, and then skated right back across the ice. The other team didn't know what was going on. The refs didn't know what was going on. The guys in the box didn't know what was going on. But it was one of the most amazing things I've seen in 3 years, or 5 years, check that, of coaching high school hockey. The best part is they didn't even call a penalty for him going out too early.
Yeah.
Apparently it was put on the wrong side.
Okay, and that's why my guy was confused. Okay.
I think the ref came over, found out what happened, took one look at Drew and felt so bad for him he didn't call anything. And of course, Drew will have a full explanation as to why that happened in his defense.
Gardner, what's the explanation?
For what?
For coming out of the box early.
Okay, honestly, you guys might have lost this, but Boyder's penalty was like up there. So I thought it was like mine.
On Boyder. Called that.
But usually when you jump out of the box and there's a guy from the other team skating beside you, it's not because you're having a race to decide who's going to win the game. It's because one of you shouldn't be there. Fantastic, great highlight. Never forget that.
Within the next few weeks, the Lions played several games against St. Thomas High School, John Rennie High School, and Lester B. Pearson High School. Lower Canada College's senior hockey team won all 3 of those games, letting in only 1 goal per game. This team arguably wouldn't be anywhere as good as it is, however, without the post-game snacks.
Okay, so my mom's Rini. She's basically the team hockey mom. Well, she is the team hockey mom. She's there at every home game. She's always cheering us on. And most importantly, she keeps us well fed.
Rini's goods after every game, how do you explain that? They're delicious.
She doesn't even make them the night before. Right before the game, an hour before, she'll go to the kitchen, get all her ingredients, mix everything together. Everything's from scratch, not from a mix. And she'll make sure that she'll have something for the team.
There was nothing better than having a great game on the ice and coming back into the room and having some like warm cookies or my favorite was the warm pizza pie or whatever it was. And it was just delicious to always have.
They're amazing. They're so good. It's exactly what you want after you've worked hard for an hour and a half playing hockey, and especially after a win, when you're all in the room together with the boys, just having a good time, and coach comes in or Icebox comes in with a platter of cookies or s'mores or whatever she made. Nothing better.
She brought cookies after almost every game. That was pretty solid. We always got snacks, whatever. Inspiration to win, I guess.
She was so dedicated to giving us our dessert, and she would give us dessert even after away games, and you know, we're all thankful for what she did for the team this year.
We're really happy that you always make something for us, and thanks, Mommy.
We really appreciate it.
Yo boys, it's the final game of the season, right? We win this, we finish first overall, and home ice advantage for the entire playoffs, right?
What time is it? Get it done! Time is it? Get it done! 1, 2, 3, go!
In their final game of the season, the Lions faced Howard S. Billings High School.
My favorite moment of the season happened to be on my birthday. We were playing Howard S. Billings, Diamondberg was in the corner, he was battling for it. Then all of a sudden the puck came loose, swooped up the puck, went by one defender, won my backhand, top shelf, kind of a beauty.
That clinches first place overall for us too, boys. That means Cooper finishes in second place, and we're probably going to play Lester B. Pearson in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah.
Hey, anybody ever see Michaels get a shutout without breaking a sweat? His body's sitting there. What?
You don't even need a shower, man. Your quaff is still good. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to Ziggy!
Before beginning the playoffs, however, one more tournament was scheduled. The Howard S. Billings Invitational is the 4th tournament that the Lions juvenile hockey team will play in. Their first game is coincidentally against Collège Regina Assumpta, the team against whom they'd be playing in the first round of the playoffs. Beating Collège Regina Assumpta was a great statement for the team, as they proved to themselves that they are now a team capable of competing against strong goalies and defending versus an aggressive team. Between games during the tournament, players found various ways to occupy themselves. Some chose to watch other games, while others to relax. Justin Oranger gets his equipment ready, while Mark Michaels practices ball hockey with Taylor Boyd and manager John Shamandi Cook. Next in their round-robin games, the boys were able to play their fierce rivals, Loyola. They won that game as well, putting them on track to the tournament championships.
Okay, we're going to take some clear tape, expand it out, and wrap it around Scotty's head when he does it.
Yes! Good idea. I'm in. No, because... Oh, he was high. I took the tape like backwards and you were gonna wrap it around his face. Hey, you gotta get around it. It's fine. Come with me.
Back on the ice, in the last game of the round robin, LCC faced off against St. Thomas High.
The hard hat is going out to Moose. Yeah, Moose! 2-game winners in 2 games!
Being undefeated in the round robin, the Lions were to play against the next best team in the finals. Coincidentally, that team is Collège Regina Assumpta, the same team that the boys had defeated the day before and were scheduled to play against in just 3 days during the playoffs.
Before the championship game of that tournament, the BHS tournament, Coach Lano came in the room before and said, for the past 2 years, after every tournament that we've won, they've jumped on Mark Michaels, which is the starting goalie. But this one was for me to win and for the whole team to jump on my back.
The game was very tense, and in the second period, G put the team on the scoreboard. The rest of the game remained scoreless as the team held the defensive end. With this incredible victory, the LCC Lions not only bring home another banner, but they also earned the catchphrase 4 for 4.
We won 1-0 to take on the championship of our 4th tournament in a row. And I got a shutout, obviously, is very special for me.
Hey boys, I've never had a team in 10 years do that. 4 for 4. Yeah. It feels really good to win, eh boys? It feels good. Spidey, way to kick in the pipes. Yeah! All right, take this. So boys, we set some goals this year, right? We set some goals, be it a team that goes from being good to great. That's what we wanted, right? We wanted to go like this. We've done it. And we won every single game in 2013. We just won our 4th tournament. We clinched first place overall. Okay? We clinched home ice all the way through. Now the journey starts. Okay? Practice on Monday. home game on Tuesday against those same guys. All right? We know what's going to happen, boys. We'll have a little more energy in our legs. Okay? We'll have a little bit more jump. We'll be able to get after them even more in our own barn. All right? They're not going to win. Helmet! Hey! Helmet!
Let's get into it.
On the next episode of Day In, Day Out, the LCC Lions play Collège Regina Assumpta on home ice. In this playoff series, it's win or lose. If they win, they move on to the semifinals. If they lose, their season is finished. Watch it all happen on the next episode of Day In, Day Out.